age, and just give us a bit of information about yourself.
I'm Randall, and I'm 16 years old.
Randall, what is Asperger's syndrome?
I've heard of the name.
Aspergers. No, I'm afraid I don't.
I have heard of it, I don't know it.
I am not familiar with Asperger's disease.
I don't know what it is.
Asperger's syndrome, from what was explained to me, is basically high-functioning autism, and it's functioning to a point where most people with Asperger's syndrome have an extremely high IQ.
If you could put your finger on one thing that sort of triggered your parents to go get you tested to see what the problem was, what do you think that was?
It was probably the fact that in 6th grade my grades started dropping tremendously. They went from straight A's to C's, and in 7th and 8th grade they were getting worse, and so was the bullying, and so they were like, something's not right.
So up until the 6th grade, you were getting straight A's?
Yeah.
And then between 6th and 8th grade, in middle school, something changed.
Yeah, I was getting picked on a lot, and kids weren't very nice to me, and my mom was like, something's wrong. This isn't my child. Because from what she saw, it was putting me into a depression being picked on. And so she took me in to get me tested, mostly for depression, but during the testing, they found that I have Asperger's syndrome, and it surprised me. I try really hard to fit in with the rest of them, and I've been somewhat successful, but still it's hard to try to fit in with a crowd that really doesn't get you. Some of my friends the other day, and explaining what it was like to have Asperger's, and like they were like totally getting it, and they were like understanding me more, so I think it made my friendship with them like stronger.
What is it like having Asperger's?
It's in some ways it's difficult, in others it's like really cool. And simple things, just like kind of like a cat with a ball of yarn. We'll find one thing that will catch our interest for hours on end, and we'll like be totally into that one thing. A lot of us like to be loved and cared about, but we don't want to be held. And like a lot of us prefer squishy, soft places to a hug. A lot of us, when something goes wrong, will spaz out and throw a huge temper tantrum. And that was, I admit that I've been like that up until I was about 13. A lot of us have like advanced vocabularies and understandings of things. And but you really get simple words totally wrong. Like that, there's the example.
Okay.
I haven't let the cat out of the bag. I still don't get what it means. It's to a point it's kind of frustrating. We tend to ramble on about a lot of things that we're interested in. Every once in a while we'll say something that gets someone really thinking.
Yeah.
Out there, like for Arizona kids with Asperger's syndrome?
I think that the funding could be a lot better. I mean, from what I've seen and experienced, the funding, in my opinion, isn't very good and needs to go up a lot.
You know what I would do? That's awesome. I mean, I think what you do with the books, yeah.